Now, Elon Musk is a remarkable guy. He comes from South Africa, and he's now an American citizen. And he's the richest man in all history. He's done a lot of things. Now, full disclosure, not everyone loves Elon Musk. He has become a conservative, and he supported Donald Trump's run for president. And of course, half of America love Donald Trump. Half of America do not like Donald Trump.
The Sussexes are now at war with Elon Musk. Yes, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's charitable foundation, Archewell Philanthropies, has published a statement in regards to online child safety, praising Minnesota's decision to outlaw AI notification applications. Archewell said that big tech has taken shocking steps to limit restrictions on or accountability for these objectively predatory AI product features. The trillionaire leader of the tech companies responsible for X's Grok sued the state of Minnesota to stop the law from going into place.
Honestly, it feels like Harry is completely losing it with the explosive news that he's launched a fierce and unexpected attack on none other than Elon Musk, the world's richest man and one of the most influential visionaries in modern history.
These two just shut up. I mean, seriously, they're obsessed by privacy, but they're not obsessed by privacy. Why won't they just go away, honestly?
I know. I didn't even know that Archewell Philanthropies was still around. I didn't even know it still existed. I thought they were all about making money now, especially since they're broke, which I'm sure we'll get onto later. The statement, I mean, it's so pointed. Why do they get so political? In some ways, and I was talking to Lady C, who's a royal commentator, about this. In some ways, you think, well, is Meghan trying to sort of launch a political career potentially? Is this her going for governor of California, going for Elon Musk, someone that all of the lefties absolutely despise and hate?
This is quickly turning into a major controversy that's drawing attention from all corners. Elon Musk is truly a fascinating figure. Originally from South Africa, he later became an American citizen and has since risen to become the wealthiest person the world has ever seen. His achievements span multiple groundbreaking industries. Now, to be fair, Elon isn't exactly a universally adored figure. He's taken a clear political stance, leaning conservative, and even publicly supported Donald Trump during his presidential campaigns. And we all know how divided America is about Trump. Half the country supports him passionately, while the other half strongly opposes him. Honestly, some people just want him to stay quiet. They claim to be obsessed with privacy, yet paradoxically, they won't stop digging or talking. Why can't they just move on and leave things alone? Seriously, it baffles me. I have to say, you're probably right. Sometimes it seems like people just can't mind their own business. They keep demanding privacy.
Is this what this is? Or is this them just sort of on their high horse wanting to have an opinion about absolutely everything and then never wanting the lens pointed back in their direction? I think the truth is somewhere in between.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. I just don't know why they just don't mind their own business and just get on with it, seriously, because they're constantly interjecting in every single political issue, yet they're just begging for privacy all the time. They don't want to be private. They want to be out of the spotlight, but actually they love the spotlight.
Insisting they want to stay out of the public eye, yet paradoxically, they constantly insert themselves into every political debate and controversy imaginable. It's like a never-ending push and pull. They claim to crave privacy, but in reality, they thrive on being the center of attention. This contradictory behavior reveals a deeper struggle. A man caught in a relentless loop of grievance, always convinced that someone else is to blame. If it's not the British press stirring up trouble, it's the royal family causing friction. If it's not his own brother, it's his father. If it's not the UK Home Office, then it's the legal system. And now, as the world grows weary of those repeated complaints, the latest target of this discontent is none other than big tech and Elon Musk himself.
Elon Musk is an amazing guy, and Harry has decided to attack him.
Now, Meghan needs money. Well, they both need money, of course, at the moment, because they're in a world of financial pain after Harry lost the case against the Daily Mail. So maybe Meghan might have to start doing a bit of the cash for comment again, wearable items for some cash. And apparently she has a reputation among luxury brands for being particularly fond of a freebie.
Let's take a step back and dig a little deeper into the bigger picture, the systemic breakdown quietly unfolding behind the scenes. This ill-considered attack against Elon Musk isn't just a random outburst. It represents a significant turning point in a much larger story. Legal experts and media analysts are already describing it as a striking collapse of strategic credibility, a moment where carefully crafted narratives and long-standing defenses are crumbling under pressure, exposing a deeper, more chaotic reality than anyone expected. Take a closer look at Harry's track record over the last 4 years. During this time, he has aggressively launched a series of high-profile and incredibly costly lawsuits spanning multiple countries. One of his most publicized battles was against the UK government over his police security detail, an intense confrontation that ultimately ended in embarrassing legal setbacks and staggering financial costs. On top of that,
But Harry's rage towards Elon Musk is a worrying pattern of behavior. Harry is on the warpath at the moment. The guy is becoming unhinged. He's deranged. Harry is out of control. That's right. Well, I was disgusted, Harry, by the book Spare and the way that you characterized your lovely brother, saying, "Oh, I'm surprised how bald he is these days." Who are you to talk? You're not exactly Gene Simmons yourself, are you? For goodness sake. Oh, and it's really funny because Willie, by the way, don't call your brother Willie. He's the Prince of Wales. He's going to be the next king of the United Kingdom. He is William to you. Harry writes in the book Spare, yeah, Willie, it's strange because he doesn't really look like my mum anymore. What a strange and odd thing to say.
Harry initiated several lawsuits against major newspaper publishers. These lawsuits became fraught with difficulty, as some co-claimants chose to withdraw their support, causing cases to unravel and legal fees to skyrocket into the millions. In other instances, crucial witnesses unexpectedly withdrew, and the validity of affidavits came under heavy scrutiny, placing an enormous financial strain on his legal team. So, why would a man with no formal legal training, no background in technology, and zero experience in public policy repeatedly dive headfirst into these perilous, high-stake battles he almost always ends up losing? The answer seems to lie in his unwavering belief in his own moral invincibility. Harry has spent his entire lifetime nestled inside the cushioned embrace of the British monarchy, a royal environment where his status acted like armor, shielding him from the harsh realities and consequences that most people face daily. When you've lived for 35 years wrapped in the cocoon of court aides, security teams,
We've known for a long time how Prince William feels about his errant brother, and in particular his errant brother Harry's wife, the Duchess of Sussex. For William now, his disappointment has got to a point that he's almost resigned to their, shall we say, unroyal-like behaviour that they have displayed over the last several years. But I think William feels like much of the country does about them. But the difference is for Prince William is the danger that his brother Harry and his wife Meghan Markle present to him for when he does take the throne, because his father, King Charles, is insistent that Harry remains a Councillor of State. Now, some viewers might say, what's a Councillor of State? What does that mean? It means that if something happens to William when he's king, Harry would have the powers to act on behalf of him.
And PR experts, whose sole purpose is to smooth your path. It's easy to start confusing your personal opinions with absolute truth. You begin to believe that simply posting a statement on a website will make massive tech giants instantly bow to your wishes, rewriting their complex global algorithms just because a prince asked. But real life doesn't operate like a scripted royal protocol memo. In the real world, challenging powerful industry leaders demands more than authority alone. It requires concrete data, sharp legal insight, steadfast operational discipline, and fresh, original perspective. You can't just fling around emotionally charged buzzwords and expect the world's wealthiest entrepreneurs to hand over control of their platforms without a fight. Take a close look at the language in that Arkwell statement. Notice how they leaned heavily on dramatic rhetorical questions like, can AI truly improve our world while enabling its darkest sides? A strategy designed to provoke thought, but ultimately not enough to shift entrenched corporate power. Humans? Should our children bear the burden while we sit idly, waiting for answers? These words might sound profoundly moving on a glossy non-profit flyer, stirring emotion and urgency. But when it comes down to real, tangible solutions,
If Harry is genuinely broke, he's going to get far worse. We're going to get Spare 2. This time it's personal. We're going to get Meghan's book, Meghan, My Story. We're going to get more royal documentaries. We're going to get a Diana expose. Well, that's already happening because, of course, I'm the first journalist on the planet to coin the phrase Project Diana. That is,
they are so broke financially. The couple are a laughingstock in Montecito. A really good example of how financially challenged they are. It's almost unheard of.
what does Montecito really offer? The truth is, absolutely nothing concrete. There are no cutting-edge technological strategies, no innovative engineering breakthroughs, and no practical policy proposals. It's all just heartfelt rhetoric crafted to grab headlines and cultivate a sense of moral high ground. Meanwhile, as Harry launches public criticisms against tech billionaires across California and faces legal setbacks, Prince William is quietly stepping into his role as a future king. William is actively engaging with influential world leaders, spearheading meaningful global environmental projects like the Earthshot Prize, and building a dignified, enduring legacy rooted in genuine responsibility. Unlike Harry, William doesn't need to stoke drama on social media or post impassioned statements online. His influence comes from authentic authority that transcends fleeting internet moments. Watching William's stature grow on the world stage, Harry is forced to confront a harsh reality. The royal family didn't fall apart without him. It's moving forward because of his brother. The monarchy didn't rush back to California, desperate for his assistance. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Princess Catherine steadily carried on their duties with unwavering focus and quiet determination. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan found themselves increasingly isolated.
Why do they get so political? In some ways, and I was talking to Lady C, who's a royal commentator, about this. In some ways, you think, well, is Meghan trying to sort of launch a political career potentially? Is this her going for governor of California? You know, going for Elon Musk, someone that all of the lefties absolutely despise and hate? Is this what this is? Or is this them just sort of on their high horse wanting to have an opinion about absolutely everything and then never wanting the lens pointed back in their direction? I think the truth is somewhere in between.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. I just don't know why they just don't mind their own business and just get on with it, seriously, because they're constantly interjecting in every single political issue, yet they're just begging for privacy all the time. They don't want to be private. They want to be out of the spotlight, but actually they love the spotlight.
Stuck on an island shaped by their own choices and distance. So, what happens when you're struck by the harsh truth of fading relevance? You lash out, hunting for the most prominent figure on the global stage to make your move. In this case, Elon Musk became the target of a sharp verbal jab, thrown like a desperate rock, hoping that if Musk reacts, it might catapult them back into the spotlight and dominate headlines once again. It's a classic maneuver straight out of the attention-seeking playbook, but it comes loaded with a critical flaw. When you go after someone like Elon Musk, you're not challenging a fragile institution weighed down by centuries of royal protocol. You're confronting a powerhouse who built his entire fame by dismantling flimsy arguments and standing firm through relentless criticism. Just look at how quickly this tactic is unraveling for them out on the West Coast, where the worlds of high society, Hollywood elite, and Silicon Valley innovators are watching every move with sharp eyes. The elite power players of Silicon Valley and Hollywood watch these public meltdowns with a mix of disbelief and dread. Venture capitalists, studio executives, and tech innovators thrive in environments where performance is king and results speak louder than any title or lineage. Their alliances are forged through creation, innovation, and delivery, not inherited prestige. When top decision-makers in Los Angeles and San Francisco witness Prince Harry openly clashing with Elon Musk, the visionary behind SpaceX and Tesla, over complex legal battles tied to platform management, they don't admire a bold truth-teller standing up for his beliefs. Instead, they see a wild card, an unpredictable risk. They understand all too well that if Harry is ready to publicly criticize a titan like Musk today, there's nothing stopping him from turning on a business partner, a studio chief, or an investor the moment things don't align with his demands. This harsh reality has led to a silent but unmistakable shift. Invitations to exclusive industry events have completely vanished, and the A-list circles in California have quietly closed their doors. Simply put, nobody wants to bring someone into a high-stakes boardroom or influential gathering who could turn on them overnight. Imagine a private dinner where every conversation is less about genuine connection and more about carefully crafting business relationships, each exchange essentially fodder for the next public announcement or statement. If you're watching the subtle gears turning behind this polished facade, while the rest of the world remains distracted by shallow headlines, now's the time to hit that subscribe button. Make that decision right now. Our channel, Royal Report, is experiencing explosive growth like never before because our community isn't fooled by these polished public relations performances. Every day, thousands of sharp, curious viewers tune in, hungry to stay several steps ahead of the usual narrative. Don't miss your chance. Tap subscribe and secure your place among those who truly see what others don't. Now, let's dive deep into the psychological forces fueling this relentless cycle of conflict. The attack on Elon Musk isn't just a random headline, far from it. It's symptomatic of a much larger behavioral pattern that has shaped Harry's entire journey since his departure from London. When Harry was still an active working member of the royal family, he was shielded by an intricate and powerful system known as the firm. This well-oiled institutional machine meticulously managed every aspect of his life, his appointments, his security, even his daily rhythms to protect the crown's reputation at all costs. Carefully crafted his public persona, skillfully masking his personal struggles and presenting himself as the fun-loving, charismatic, heroic prince the world had come to admire. Harry enjoyed an extraordinary level of global admiration because every speech he delivered, every official visit he attended, and every charitable cause he championed was orchestrated by seasoned advisors who expertly shielded him from his more impulsive tendencies. But the moment he stepped away from that protective institutional bubble, driven by a desire for freedom and privacy, all those carefully constructed defenses crumbled. For the very first time, Prince Harry found himself exposed to the unfiltered, unpredictable world of public opinion. And what unfolded when the unscripted, raw version of Harry surfaced? The world was introduced to a man grappling with deep-seated resentment, fierce rivalry, and an insatiable hunger for public recognition. He went on to write a deeply revealing memoir that laid bare private family medical details, published sensitive personal messages, and even made pointed remarks about his brother's appearance, sparking widespread shock and intense discussion. He openly detailed deeply personal and painful arguments with his father, revealing raw family conflicts that few had ever seen before. Taking a seat with Oprah Winfrey, he launched bold and sweeping claims, alleging that these disputes had far-reaching consequences, even harming international relationships. Over time, however, many of those serious accusations began to unravel, with influential figures, including Oprah herself, quietly distancing their support as the story failed to withstand closer scrutiny. So, what was the real payoff for airing such private grievances on a global stage? Did it finally earn him the peace, respect, and admiration he longed for from around the world? Not even close. Instead, it stripped him of his dignity, severed the bonds with his family beyond repair, and unfortunately, turned him into a frequent target for jokes and commentary by late-night shows and media personalities everywhere. If you're someone who values honest, no-holds-barred analyses that peel back every layer of the truth with razor-sharp clarity, don't wait a moment longer. Hit that subscribe button right now. Join the vibrant community of thousands who turn to Royal Report daily for eye-opening insights and real stories told without the spin. Make sure to subscribe, share this video with others, and drop your thoughts and reactions in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you think, and I'll see you in the very next in-depth breakdown.